for those of you who aren't familiar with Gen X or Gen X or whatever, I was never familiar with it. So when I got this job, I'm just like, awesome, what is it? And they're like, oh, dude, you know, it's the future of the X-Men. So if you're a big Claremont fan, I'm a big Claremont fan from back in the old days, and when you get a little older, old and crotchety, and you don't have a lot of money, sometimes you kind of like, you know, I'm going to stick with these like New Avengers stuff and stuff like that. But it kind of falls in line with the Chris Claremont universe. If you guys are familiar with it, the regular Marvel universe, I think is the 616, am I right? And the Claremont universe is the 616. So that follows the X-Men, the end books, and things like that. So those of you who are aware of it, where the X-Men are like, it flash forward 20 years in the future, dun, 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 you know. A lot of the X-Men are dead and old, and I think like Rogue is dead, and of course these actually follow the kids of the X-Men. We had like a super skinny image before, and then of course another super skinny image. And that's all right, I'm not complaining. I'm really happy to be here. But it follows the kids of the X-Men. I'm a real big fan of the Beast, and Chris was kind enough to bring the Beast back. The first series was done by Chris and a guy named Patrick Scherberger. Did a really great job in the series. I think the only problem I have with the series is telling the editors, like, you know, superhero book, basically a team book, and dude, you know what, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to put them in costume as much as possible because, dude, it's spandex, man, come on, you know, I want to see the superhero suits, I don't want them in civilian clothes all the time. And, Chris was really accommodating with that. And, a lot of the characters, actually, if you guys don't know, it's going to be Beast, a character by the name of Megan Summers Frost, who is, of course, Cyclops, and I guess the... Yeah, there you go, that's exactly.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, she's kind of bodacious, but she's super skinny here, too, of course, you know. They don't eat much in the future. But this actually takes place probably, I think, I want to say maybe 20, 25 years in the future. So we're going to have Beast is still kind of muscular. He's getting kind of old. He's married to Cecilia Reyes. Sorry, both for you guys. I'm sorry. I was hoping for Trish Tilby, but it just didn't happen. So, but it's not Cat Beast, which is real good because Morrison's great. I just don't like the whole Cat Beast thing. It's just not my Beast. So, yeah. A lot of other characters in the book. Takes place in India. Starts like right after the series, right after. If you guys have read the series, which when I started the series I did not, but I of course pretended I did. So, like yeah, Genosha, yeah, I know that place. So takes place right after that, and kind of ensues 5 minutes right after, where the kids are actually taking on an old team from Claremont's days in Excalibur, a group called Shadow Next, and from there kind of heads to India from Genosha, and actually it's really cool because Chris has a big love for the Fantastic Four, and I can't stress the Fantastic Four enough in this book actually, because there's a couple key characters in the series that actually play a big part, and they're not necessarily X-Men characters. They are in the sense that they're meeting, so they're part of this team, but they're actually a nod to the Fantastic Four. So there's a couple spoilers in here that I don't want to give away, but you know, maybe a certain armored villain from the Fantastic Four's past might pop up. Oh, cool. Of course, you really can't tell it's super skinny, but it's the Beast who's kind of beasting out and things like that. So a lot of other characters are going to be making an appearance in the series as well. We have, you want to go to the next one? Yeah. And well, of course, nice big team shot, which they're super skinny again.
Is that Colossus?
That is actually, yeah, I had to go over the cast of characters. I hope I can remember. It's Pavel Rasputin, which is the great-grandson of Colossus, of course. So, and if you guys don't know, like, he got busy with a girl named Nereel, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Take your silence as a yes. I'll say, yeah, there you go. And he had a son, and that son is actually Pavel's son. So, and then we have Becca Monroe, and she is, of course, Storm's daughter, and the father is quote-unquote unknown. As, I guess Storm got around, I guess. Well, hey, that's going on. There you go. Of course, we know of Megan Summers Frost. We have a guy named Rico, who has these really cool abilities to stretch and turn invisible. So I don't know what that's about. Yeah, he's pretty cool. And then we have another guy whose name is, of course, another character called No Name, which obviously I had no idea. She'd be asking Chris, like, so what's up with this no-name character? And I never get a response. So. I don't know nothing about her other than the fact that her name is No Name, and I had no idea what her powers are because every time there's a fight, she's like the first one with the first aid kit. So she is the, I guess, yeah, I guess she's, I don't know, she's like in the background. I have no idea what the hell her deal is. But then the other character is one called, everyone thinks like online, it's like, hey, is this Nate Gray? I'm like, no, read the series. You find out who it is. It's actually a character named Oliver Raven, who is actually the son of Rogue and of Gambit. So Gambit might be making an appearance. Ooh, he's all old and crotchety. He's not that crotchety. He's actually, I think, like... He might be dirty. He might be a little dirty, you know, a little dirty. Keeps a real dirty sound, so there you go. Keep it real. Pretty good.
Doesn't explain how he knocked Rogue up, because it's kind of...
Well, you know, that is a good question, and you have to read the end, which I have not, so I cannot answer that question. But obviously something had to happen because they had twins, so he has a twin sister, and I thought it would be kind of cool visually. Some people were kind of knocking the look of the book, and I was like, okay, give me a point, thank you. Because like the look of the book was already kind of designed, and they said, well, kind of stay in line with, hopefully there's no kids in here, I'm sorry. There's, you know, I kind of had to stay in line with what's already been done, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to do a nod where you kind of combine Gambit's, you know, some of their costumes and kind of work that in, and where it's a kind of maybe a Fantastic Four type feel, or a Gambit type feel where he's got kind of like a skunk stripe. And everyone thinks it's Nate Gray. I'm like, dude, it's not Nate Gray, but his eye flashes too, and I'm like, what's up with that? And no one tells me either. So I'm like, yeah, it's not Nate Gray, but his eye flashes. So maybe in the end he did something, and I have no idea. So he's charming. So if you guys find out, that would be great to let me know, because my editor or Chris Claremont will not want to know. And of course, and this is the scene too where they're fighting some kind of robots who have green on and stuff. You know, kind of very Eastern European. So,
JonBoy, not to interrupt. We have 1 minute.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. So, okay, and of course there's Gambit, and we don't know what costume he's gonna be in. I want to put him in his classic costume, but classic colors, but they might go with black and white and gray. So, I have no control over that. So, but any questions? Anything? No. It comes out in May, by the way, so you definitely check it out. Definitely worth a look. Really good team on board. So.
Just the one question.
Okay.
Yeah, just totally one question. How long will you be working on this book?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's right. It's a 5-issue miniseries. First issue is coming out this May, and then every issue will be on time after that, we hope. No, it will definitely be on. I've just started the 3rd issue, so I've got like a month to do it, which is no big deal. So, that's it. So, Tim, thank you very much.